Nightwing number 42, Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing writing with Jorge Corona on the art. So this is a fill-in issue. We got another fill-in issue later this month as well, and then Percy starts his run with 44 next month when it goes single shipping. So it's kind of weird to try and be excited for a fill-in, because it's like, well, especially when it's creators who I don't really know. It'd be different if it was like, oh, it's a fill-in, but it's by Greg Rucka. I'd be like, oh, okay, what's Greg Rucka going to do in an issue? You know,
yeah.
That'd be exciting to an extent.
Especially because we ended up enjoying most of what Humphreys did, but it was kind of a miss.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I still kind of wish it was a full proper run. I don't know why it wasn't, but regardless, this is where we are now. So, you know, it's just kind of, okay, so what's this going to be? And then you read it, and the entire issue is basically Damien's been kidnapped by the Yakuza, or not the exactly sure, they've got an old name, what was it?
The Kabuki.
The Kabuki, yeah. So they're basically a Yakuza, and it's Nightwing going in a suit. He's got his costume under his suit, but he's got his mask on, and he's basically John Wicking his way through a building. Not with guns, obviously, because he's Nightwing, but it's very John Wick.
Got his sticks. His Eskrima sticks are his guns, and he's John Wicking his way through.
The entire thing is basically the hallway scene from Old Boy up to get to the top of the building where Damien's chained up, and the whole thing's like this like sort of very heavy prose narrative narration where it talks about how his brother has been captured, and it's like, oh, his brother. I'm like, oh, it means Damien.
They thought that the boy was an orphan. They didn't realize he had a brother, and it's revealed to be Nightwing. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I fist pumped. I might have. My wife's been sick all week, so she's been going to sleep early. I might have woken her up because I fist pumped too hard.
This is a fantastic issue. Do you know, in terms of fill-ins, it really reminds me of the surprise I got when I think it was Percy who did that fill-in on Detective during the Manipul and Booch run.
Yeah, the two-issue thing with Jean-Paul Leon doing the art.
Yeah, where I was like, oh, okay, it's a fill-in between these arcs of this run that I'm really enjoying. I was like, okay, I didn't really want to take a break here. And then it turned out to be fantastic.
Yeah, no, this is a great one and done. It's good enough that when these creators are on a book now, these writers, this team, I will be interested in checking it out now.
Yeah,
as long as it's Nightwing.
I will say, interestingly, I didn't always feel Dick's voice was right when he was speaking.
Okay.
I mean, he doesn't speak a lot, so maybe they just didn't quite get time to get his voice down.
Do you know what I feel like Nightwing's a character kind of like Spider-Man, who you beat the shit out of him a lot. You have him get the crap kicked out of him and still get back up. He's the rope-a-dope, right? And that's fine. But I do actually kind of like for once we see Nightwing just to be a badass and just take out everyone.
Yeah. And it's not him being a badass just to be a badass. He's getting his brother back. And
yeah.
I love the Dick and Damien team up. Like, that was one of my favorite things that come out of Morrison's run. So the fact that he's doing all this for his little brother, and he name checks Jason, and puts Jason in his place.
Yeah, because he makes fun of someone's mask, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing the Jason Todd or the Red Hood thing, just not as well.
Yeah,
and he doesn't do it that well.
Let's not bury the lead. Damien has a dragon now.
Yeah, he has a pet dragon. In order with the rest of he has a dragon back.
Here's the thing. See, when they got to the top of the building and we see this big dragon, I didn't think it was a dragon. I thought it was just like the top of the building. Like, this guy, this whoever owned this building built a dragon at the top of the building. I didn't realize it was an actual flying dragon that was going around the top. And then at the last page, you see the dragon and Goliath's on top of the dragon, and he's like telling the story. And I think it's kind of implying, of course, that he was telling the story all along. He was telling the story to the dragon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, he's actually got a dragon now? Is that going to come up?
I love how you've just got Bat Cow next to the dragon.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm like, Damien's collection of pets is the best.
Damien's going to basically have to own his own zoo soon at this rate.
He has a dragon. He wins. Damien has won the DC universe.
I can't wait for the next issue of Super Pets, where they have this is going to be fantastic. But the art here, I like how thick and chunky and blocky it is. It fits the story.
It's very pulpy.
Manga, kind of, from the manga I've experienced.
It's not the sort of art I would always like, depending on who's writing, but it fits this. It fits what this is. It's supposed to be a martial arts movie, essentially, and it fits that very well.
Yeah, it was very much the Raid, going up the building.
Yeah, it's the Raid. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a martial arts movie, and the art fits that. It's a cartoony kind of combat kind of vibe to it.
It's the stuff that I loved in Daredevil when I was reading the Brubaker and Bendis runs.
The moment where Dick just rips off the rest of the shirt because it's already in tatters. It's just like, oh, forget it. And he just pulls it off. It's so good.
The Nightwing logo, and apparently they've been sitting on the story. Like this was meant to come out a little while ago.
Yeah. This is from the archives. This is like a year or two old.
I want more of this. Just give me.
Did they do this every so often?
Series by these guys.
Where they'll like here we'll hire someone to do like a 1 or 2 shot thing, and it's just there for later when we need a fill-in.
No, honestly, it feels like it's written just after the Grayson stuff because this feels like okay, this is Spy Nightwing going in and doing this.
I guess, but
yeah, you made me want to reread Grayson.
But
I hate you, Hunter.
Here's my thing though, if that's what it was written, then okay, so why hire people to write a one shot right after Rebirth started?
I think it's been updated a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I think it might have been written a bit before Rebirth, and that might be why it was shelved because, Rebirth's happening. We don't need this right now, but hey, we'll keep it in the archives. Update it a little bit later. And I think it was just a script at that point. They're just drawing it now with the changes.
Yeah. Either way, whatever they did, I want more of this. Like now, this is one of my favorite things I've read in a long time.
Yeah, it was
just
fantastic.
And I feel part of it is because it snuck up on me. Like I open it and I finish that page where he's walking towards the camera, if you will, and I'm ready to go on this journey.
It was
and the way that it's
surprise,
structured, with the titles within the titles, like the quickening, I think is one of them.
Yeah, the beginning at the start, the quickening's the end one, I think.
Yeah, so good. And the reds and the blacks just pop, especially with Nightwing in his blue.
Yeah.
No, so it was fantastic. It's a great one shot.